Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. So I have no makeup on because we're going to do something really exciting. We're taking a break from our 8 series masterclass for the summer, and we're going to do this midsummer break video, and we're going to be testing out the new L'Oreal Infallible Cushion Foundation. I did not know this was coming to me. Very excited. I have 5 colors to show you. Let's see what it does after our big disappointment that we just had with a different cushion foundation. I want to see what this looks like for mature skin. Are you ready? Let's get this beauty started. All right, so we're going to go into the Infallible L'Oreal Cushion Foundation. They sent this to me this week. It's so funny. It must be a cushion revolution because everybody's coming out with cushion foundation. I haven't seen this in a very long time, which is very interesting. So I did film this video for you right before. My microphone wasn't on, so I have to do it again. So it's not really per se a first impression because I already had done that, but we're going to do it again. And you're going to love it because I think you're going to see a very big difference. Some people said that I applied the cushion foundation wrong. Honestly, as a makeup artist, I have applied cushion foundations forever. The YSL happened to have a ton of product in it, so tapping 3 times was a little too much. You could see in the video when I pressed my finger into it how the liquid foundation kind of came up around. That is not usually normal from my experience with cushion foundations, being in the industry for over 20 years. I did think to myself, wow, that was like a lot, but tapping 3 times, showing you the sponge shouldn't have produced, like the formulation itself was just too glossy, greasy, and it came off. I don't like that. So we have here for the Infallible, they sent 5 colors so you get to see those swatched. This is up to 24 hours of weightless wear, waterproof and transfer resistant, soft matte finish. So the matte finish, I don't particularly like matte finishes for my skin as a mature woman. You might. So you get to see what this is like. They also sent me their 6-second setting mist. This is basically a 36-hour Defy Transfer makeup setting spray. So I don't know if I'll need that though after this matte finish. But I'm going to tell you what colors they sent me. This is $19.99 at Ulta. I did see it was on sale. It was like $16. So if you're looking for a more affordable cushion foundation, this might be something you want to investigate in. So the colors are going to be, I'm going to swatch them as I tell you. 100 is neutral. Now, when I open this compact, basic compact like all cushion foundations, they have this little sticker on the inside of theirs, but they have this really weird tab. So the tab is right here. It's very difficult to lift that and pull that off. I mean, especially for, I personally think, for more mature women, if you have shaky hands, or I had to use tweezers. I didn't like that. I think that should be redesigned and have it so the tab comes further than the compact and you just pull it off, making it easier. So this is 100 neutral. So when you see, when I press in, do you see that I don't have all that liquid foundation coming up around the sides of my fingers like I did before? So this is what this color looks like, 100 neutral. The next color is 120 warm. This is what this one's going to look like. That is 120 warm. Next color is 127 neutral. 127 neutral that you cannot really see. Next color is 130, and this is a warm. And then we have 140, that's a neutral. So I think that it's going to be that third one that we did here. This one's nice, but it's too warm for me. So those are the colors that you can see. So I'm going to do the 127 neutral. I'm usually a cool neutral. That's kind of where I fall into. So let's take this off. And I have nothing on my skin. I can put my primer on just so it's the fair. I have a serum that's very lightweight. I did do the primer, the Fiercely Smooth, the last time on the YSL one, just to keep it the same because someone said, oh, maybe it's your primer. No. Absolutely not. The primer is basically a burst of hydration. It's silicone free. It gives you a really nice setup to your skin, any kind of foundation. This would never make a formulation greasy, glossy like the YSL turned out to be. So this will set up and you have this beautiful, just smooth complexion. To save time, I did my eyes. So I only have my eyes done. I want to see what this looks like over my pigmentation. Like over here, I'm going to do 2 layers since it said it's buildable. So I'm going to take my sponge, just like I always do. I'm going to press it in. I press it in. I usually press 3 times. You can see that is not too much. Maybe it's not enough. But the way I apply cushion foundation is that I will roll and push on the skin. I like to have that application technique. I don't rub it into my skin. I don't love sponges, as you know, but this is the way that I would do it with a sponge. I will come down on my neck in a bit, but you can see already that this is a really nice formulation. It doesn't feel wet on the skin. It doesn't feel like it's really like heavy and like that kind of slick, oily feeling. So I found that this formulation really does give you more of a skin-like finish. Again, it's matte, so you have to like that matte finish. I'm not very big into a matte finish, but right around the nose area, I thought was really important because when I went around with the YSL, it was almost like it was creating more texture on my skin. It was making my pores look huge. And, you know, I really want to minimize those things, especially as my skin's changing, I'm, you know, aging. So I think that this really looks, I mean, does this not look completely different? This is what I expected. That's why I was so excited with the YSL, because I was like, oh, I've used cushion foundations before. I know what it's supposed to look like. I know what the texture is supposed to look like. It should be an easy application. It shouldn't be a technical like, oh, you have to do so many things with the sponge. You got to tap off. I've never used this side to tap off on. That's just me. So when I put this on, I was like, oh, okay, this is what I'm more, you know, used to it looking like this. Now, I think that for the first pass, we got a really nice coverage for the pigmentation on the sides. I am working on this pigmentation. As you know, it has really improved, but look how beautiful that you have with a cushion foundation. If that's your medium that you like, and you like a matte, I like a semi-matte. I like to have a little bit of a hydration. I don't feel like it's too matte though. I don't feel like it's really dulling down the skin. That's my only concern for mature women when they go to a matte, that it could dull down the skin. It just doesn't give you a lift. But I'm going to show you what I'm going to put on afterwards to see, you know, how it like kind of works with a highlighter and just kind of giving a little bit more life. So let's do the same thing on the other side. You can see here, I have this pigmentation. So this is a really good example to show like how it can cover. It's not really, really dark pigmentation, but it's there. So this is just going over it. I find this sponge is a little, I know you all can use a brush and what have you, but I think with the formulation for cushion, that this sponge like this, the puff, is really the way to go. If you really want that just kind of pressed into the skin, not really manipulating it too much. Hi ladies, just wanted to pop in here because it's very hard on camera with the lighting to see what it looks like out in the sunlight and in all day wear. It does look like a mask. It looks very heavy. It looks like, you know, this is nice with the lights on, but it does give you that very full coverage matte look. So if that's not what you're looking for, you can't confuse this with a tinted moisturizer or BB cream, because if you're looking for something light, this would not be the foundation that you want to go with. This is going to be more full coverage. And also, again, it is matte. I don't feel that I'd have to go over it again. I feel like I really got a nice coverage on my first pass for pigmentation. I didn't use any color correctors, concealer, anything yet. So this is what it looks like on my skin. Now, I'm not going to bring it down. I mean, I could, but this is really awkward. I would probably switch to doing a little bit of my foundation buffing brush. I'm not going to push down a sponge like that. It's going to be weird. So I'm going to just tap in with my foundation buffing brush, and I'm going to do a much easier application to get that evenness. You might say, well, why wouldn't you use your foundation buffing brush on your face with the cushion foundation? I don't want to buff this into my skin. I want to press this into my skin. That would be my personal preference to the finish that I want. I don't want to be buffing this into my skin. I don't feel like it's that kind of formulation. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Classic Beach Glow. It's an all cream palette. This has your bronzer, blush, and highlighter. Now I can really, you know, really emphasize and structure my face because I have this matte foundation on. I want to give life. So I'm going to go right into the middle. I'm just using my fingers, the blush, and I'm going to press it in on top. It does feel really nice. It doesn't feel like the foundation is separating when I do this. Oops, I went a little too low. It's okay. The beauty of a cream is that you can manipulate it very nicely. You know, it's not like they're fighting against each other. So I have the blush on. Now I'm going to do a little highlighter. I formulated this highlighter to work with mature skin. I am putting it, yes, right over my beautiful lines. It's not glittery, it's not sparkly. It's just going to give you this really beautiful radiance. It's going to lift the skin, make your skin look like it's multi-dimensional. It's not flat because you have a matte foundation on. Then I'm going to take a little bit of the bronzer with my finger, and I just go right here at the base of my cheek, and I get a little structure. I like to just work it into the blush. So it's very seamless. It's not like I have a big streak of bronzer on my face. Just right here, you can see, you can build it up if you want more, but it's so beautiful. It just melts into the skin, and it just looks really pretty. So I have a really nice, beautiful structure. Now, I didn't do any concealer. Do I feel like I need some? I mean, I took that cushion foundation up. I will do just a little bit of my creamy concealer in light. And I'll just going to, this has hyaluronic acid in it, chamomile water flower. I feel like we just need to do the bare minimum. And then what I'll do is I'll buff it out with my eyeshadow blending brush. So I am just kind of giving it this really beautiful lift. Now let's just put on a little lip, see what we have. Do we have a beautiful look for the summer? Taking my Cameo lip liner, which is waterproof. And what I'm going to do is, not going to do a lipstick. I'm just going to do Cocoa 13 as my lip gloss. I'm concentrating on that life and the glossiness and the color with a matte face. So I think that this looks really, this is what much more of a comfort zone for me than having that really glossy skin that never feels like it sets up and it's going to move. And if I touch it, it's going to transfer everywhere. This is much more of a medium that I was expecting. So I'm so happy that you get to see this. Again, price point is going to be much less than the $49 for the YSL. This is at $19.99. And they also said that this was suitable for all skin types. It is dermatologist tested and for sensitive skin. So that's really wonderful. And they have a ton of colors for you to be able to choose from. I would just suggest to know if you are a cool, a neutral, or a warm. Because again, at the drugstore, you're not going to be using testers or anything like that. So it really helps knowing, like, I know I'm a cool neutral. So anytime I pick a color where it has an N on it, I always stay away from W's, which is warm, because I'm not a warm. That never looks good on me. It's just too yellow and it's just too dark for me. That really saves me a lot of the times, because then I'm always in that range where I need to be. So let me know, what do you think about this finish compared to what we just recently did? I just think that this is much more up your alley when it comes to, if you wanted a cushion foundation, if you want a foundation in a compact, you could do it like this, where you know what you're getting and it's not a surprise. So I'm glad that they sent this to me so I could review it for you. It comes right off of our disaster. So now we're back up and kicking with steam now. And we're going to go into next week. It's going to be going into our masterclass series for the summer, going into our season, I think we're episode 6 now. So it's very exciting. So I hope that you're participating in this, learning all the techniques and the tips and everything. Leave me a comment below and tell me what you think. Do you think that I could wear this? Do you think it makes my skin look good? Or do you think it's too matte? Until my next video, I'll see you later.